Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, for me, it's night, but you'll be watching this on Wednesday morning. So, God's blessings. Good morning to you. We have chapel today, so you should be getting a video from the school, Mr. Duman and Pastor uh, Maves and Pastor Dan, that you should be able to watch as part of your chapel. So, I'm not going to do a devotion this morning because I know you'll have that opportunity through the chapel service to worship God. So hope you get a chance to do that. So we're just going to go right into what we've got going on that is due tomorrow, Thursday morning. Okay, so first we have two things in English. We have two things in math. And actually, it's kind of three. I'll explain that when we get there. And then we have one in religion, but you should be studying that memory verse too, the John 11:25 through 27. We've got that coming up. In science, it's not due tomorrow, but it is due on Friday. You need to watch that mystery science about eyes and vision. And then in social studies, you have one thing to do. So let's quickly go ahead and see what we've got going on. So most of you have gotten back to me about logging in with Shirley English, and great job, guys. More to come on that. We're not actually starting with using the textbook, but it's good that you guys know how to get into that. We'll be doing that next week. We're just going to do a brief introduction to conjunctions. So you're going to want to click on that link and follow these directions. I give you some insight into what conjunctions are, how they're used to connect words or phrases, whether it's two nouns or a subject noun and a subject pronoun, or two verbs, or two adjectives or adverbs. Um, I just said, I am so sorry. Yeah, go ahead, laugh it up. Anyway, the yeah, I'll do push-ups later. The conjunctions connect words or phrases. So go ahead and look at the video that I have right here about coordinating conjunctions. It's kind of a fun video. Some of you may have seen it already, but watch that. They focus on the coordinating conjunctions and, but, and or. So is another one that is frequently used. So pay attention to that. And then your assignment is actually to go to the language arts section of IXL. Okay. And I know that's not something you're used to doing. So you're going to go to IXL. You're going to click on learning. Okay. And that's going to load. And when it loads, you're going to see a section for language arts. Click on that. All right. And then it's going to take you to the language arts section. It's underlined, it's highlighted in blue. You're going to go down to 4th grade and click on that. Okay, and then it's going to give you these 4 choices: reading strategies, writing strategies, vocabulary, grammar, and mechanics. We're working on grammar and mechanics. So click on grammar and mechanics and then go to QQ number 1. You can see there's a star by it. So it lets you know that's what you're going to be working on. And then click on that. Okay. And then it's going to give you sentences, and it wants you to find the coordinating conjunction. It snowed all morning. So we built a snowman in the afternoon. Now look at how the word so, which is your coordinating conjunction, connects it snowed all morning to we built a snowman in the afternoon. Those are two complete sentences by themselves. It snowed all morning. That's a sentence. We built a snowman in the afternoon. That's a sentence. The word so is used to connect them so you can write it as one sentence. So you click on so and it clicks submit. Okay. This afternoon it was sunny but windy. Okay. Here you have two, these are what's called uh, predicate adjectives. You have sunny and windy describing afternoon. And I know we haven't really worked with that, but the word but is the coordinating conjunction. It's connecting sunny and windy to the rest of the sentence, or windy to sunny. So you click on but, and you click submit. The committee could not agree, so nothing was decided. Again, so is your coordinating conjunction. So you guys get the hang of that, okay? I'm not going to go through all of them, but you have the general idea of what you need to do there. Okay? All right. So that's the first part of the English. The second part of English is you need to today make a plan, set up an appointment to share your essay with whoever your audience member was. Now, if that's your parents, you can do that face to face. You can set up the appointment, and then you can, once you get to the appointment, read your essay to them and get their feedback or their input about what their thoughts are. If it was Mr. Duman, you need to call and set up an appointment with him. I would recommend that you also send an email copy of your essay to Mr. Duman and then have him give you feedback about what he thinks about your essay, whether you persuaded him or not. Okay, and if it's Mr. Belli, you need to set up an appointment with Mr. Belli. Okay, Miss Abby, so I'll be waiting. All right, set up an appointment, and then you and I will talk. You can call me on the phone, and we will have a conversation about your essay. You can read it to me, and then we'll have that conversation. Okay. So make sure you get that done. Okay. So that share the essay, got to get started with that. It's not actually due until Friday, but you don't want to wait until Friday to call and make an appointment or to set up a time to talk to your parents. You want to get that done. Okay. All right. So that is your English. Moving on to math. Okay, you're going to break out your textbook. And I know we haven't used these in a while, but it doesn't take much to remember how to do that. So, working on finding the area of a parallelogram, it is very similar to finding the area of a rectangle. They just change some of the words. They change length to base, but they use them as synonyms so that length and base kind of mean the same thing. And they change width to height. So instead of with a rectangle where you multiply the length times the width, with a parallelogram, you multiply the base times the height. And it's as simple as that. So you've got a few problems there. I gave you 8 problems to do in your textbook on page 324. There's a video here that shows you how to turn that assignment in. So make sure you watch that video and pay attention to the directions that it gives you. Okay? All right, moving on. In religion, you have chapel today. So I know I assigned parable of the sower, but I'm going to take that off so that is not due for you today because we have chapel. Okay, so you do not have to listen to the parable of the sower today. You should practice your memory a little bit though. John 11 verses 25 through 27. Make sure you spend some time practicing that. Okay, science, nothing due for tomorrow, but you do want to make sure that you take some time to view that mystery science lab. Okay, and I know that you don't get to actually do the lab, but it's worth watching. Okay. And then in social studies, you do have chapters 3 and 4 of the Southwest to complete today, as well as taking that quiz. And if you have time, practice Asia. Okay. My time was 86 seconds. That's what you're going to want to beat. And I'm going to try and improve on that tomorrow. Okay. Math, I forgot to mention. Don't forget to do your extra math. Some of you did not do full sessions. You've got to make sure you keep working on it until it's completed, and it will tell you you're done for the day. So make sure you're doing that correctly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, God's blessings to you. Uh, Enjoy the chapel service from Pastor. Okay? All right. I think it might be Mr. Dooman. God's blessings. I love you. Miss you. Look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.